Is there anything better than giving you 5 sniping filters in a video? Yes. Today we've got the 10 best sniping filters in FC25 right now. And all you've got to do to say thank you is, of course, drop a like down below and subscribe. Remember, we're doing an account upgrade giveaway over on the Discord. All you've got to do is get involved in the free or the premium. We'll be adding FIFA points on a fan's account and trading on them. And of course, as usual, guys, if you want to buy some coins, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby. Do you want to be able to buy players like this or this and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in Pro Recall at checkout and enjoy your new team. Now, if you've got no coins and you need to have some in order to do the sniping in the first place, don't worry, I've dropped a link down below to my video on how to make coins without trading. Make sure to go do that and then come back here. So for the first filter, we're going to need Playstyles plus on. You've just got to flick that there. And we're going to be looking at German gold rare centre back. So for this one, we can go male and female. So you've got Hendrik and Schlotterbeck. And funnily enough, at 85 rated right now, you are only looking at around 3,000 coins, which is absolutely crazy as a price for these guys. I think it's like just above 3K. I had a ton saved up and they were actually lower at a point, but they've kind of had a little bit of a rise. Now we're going to start this at around, I guess, 3.5 from the looks of things. Obviously, as with all filters, check the price on the market when you do it. It may change to when I'm on this video, but what you want to do is work out EA tax, which is obviously 10%. So on this card, but what you want to do is work out EA tax, which is 5%. So for me, I go 10% and half it. So 350 coins, half that, it's about 175. So we go down to here, we're making 25 coins a card if we would sell them at 3.5K. If we go down to 3.2, we're going to make 125 coins a card. So if I go from here, if we get, oh, we've missed that. I was going to say, yeah, that I didn't even snipe that. But yeah, we missed that. That was a ridiculous snipe. That would have been a 1,000, I think, 300 coin profit. So straight off the bat, very, very crazy profits available. Obviously, unfortunately, we've missed it, but hopefully we can get the next one. Obviously, any filter that I do up to about 30 or 40,000 coins is also available as a bidding filter. Anything up to that price could be bidded on and you could still make a ton of cash that way too. Now, if you do have trouble finding any snipes, you can do the compare price method. So basically any card under the hour mark, so you can't do this 2-hour card, you can do a X and B like this and it will refresh the page every time. Now unfortunately, because there are loads of cards over that hour mark, it can be a little bit harder to do the compare price method. Now unfortunately, I'm not having any luck with this filter right now. Nothing's came up since that card that we missed. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bid on a few of these and come back by the end of the video, see if we've won any of them at 3.1 or 3.2. Obviously, bidding is going to be the same amount of profit. You've just got sometimes to keep an eye on it as well. I'm going to go for gold rare left back France and Arkema PL, which is the League One for the women's side. So for this one, you've got Kachui at around the sort of 10K mark. You've also got Baka there as well. They can both be picked up right now on a filter together because Kachui's minimum is 5K. So you can pick her up if she's listed very, very low. So we're looking ideally for Baka snipes for the most part of this one. You can see there 6.1 probably. I don't know if that's actually a snipe yet. Let's just have a look. So she goes for about 6.4. Oh my God, we've got a Kachui. Oh, we missed it. How have we messed it up? How have we messed it up? We were trying to work out the price. I didn't realize it was her, but at 6.4, EA tax is going to be about 320 coins. So we'd go here for 80 coin profit, here for 180 a card. I'm so disappointed that we missed a Kachui that came up because it is so rare for the higher cards to come up in these filters. You know, it's you know, 1 in 30, 1 in 40. So we've really missed a chance, an absolute banger there. We could be, between the two snipes we've missed so far in the video, a good like 7 or 8,000 coins in profit just from 2 snipes, and somehow we've missed them down both. I can't believe that we have just missed that. That's actually painfully gutting, but at the same time, very very happy the filter really works. Very unhappy that we have been absolutely finessed there. We're going to hit on the 6.1 here that we found, and we're just going to do a bit of compare price, see if we can find ourselves another Kachui. I cannot believe that we have been finessed there twice in one video. And on that incredibly painful note, we're going to move on to the next filter. We're going to go over to the Saudi League for this one. And we are going to be looking at Team of the Weeks from France. As you guys probably know already, we got Diaby, we got Kante, we got Benzema, and they're all pretty much the same price right now. Informs are in a crazy place in terms of pricing, but it makes filters like these so much easier. So if we have a look at around, I think, what, the 16.5 range, you're going to have a couple of Diabys coming up. If we go up a little bit higher to that 19K, we've got Benzema, we've got Kante, and we've got Diaby there as well. Now, realistically, they all go for around that kind of 15, 16K mark. Unfortunately, Diaby Derby being a little bit lower rated does pull that rating down a little bit, and it does make it a little bit harder to snipe on this one, but there is still a very good chance that you will pull some good snipes of Derby. Kante can still come up. Benzema might be out of the question, as you know, more of a rarity, obviously similar to the Kachui in the last filter, but we saw with that, as long as you actually get the snipes, you've got some crazy opportunity there with those as well. Now, if we can get a Derby ideally for like 14 flat, we've got two up there for 14.5, we've got a 15k up here. You can see that there are obviously listings going up. We've got 14.5 there. I'm trying to think, is he worth 15? I'm trying to think if 15, no. So if he's worth 15, we would pick up at 14 and we'd sell at 15. So realistically, we're sniping for 14k or less. Ideally, if we can get him for 13,750, 13,500, that's kind of the sweet spot for this one. And if we could try and list this one for 15.5, we could get away with picking this one up, but I do think for now we're going to use it as a little point to do compare price off. If we get a 14,250, I would go for that and get that listed at 15.5 as well. So obviously I'd say anything underneath this one we're happy to go for. Now obviously if you're sniped for a while, nothing comes up, you can do a little bit of bidding. So if we pop this to 14k and just have a look what we've got available there, you've got a Diaby straight off the bat. We can pop him up for, I'd say, 13,750 initially, and then we'll see if we can raid the bids. Similarly, we've got our Kante here. We'll pop him at a 15,000 coin bid, and for this Diaby we will go for a 14 bid, or a 13,750 again, and we'll come back in a minute. Moving swiftly on before we take another L, we're going to go gold rare England, Barclays Women's Premier League, right wing, and for this one you're going to be looking at James, you've got Mead, and you've also got Kelly. So a nice selection of players there. If we pop this one, I think it's probably going to be around that sort of 6k mark realistically, as all the 86s are kind of at the moment. So we've got a few at 4.8. It looks like realistically the cards are going for about 5,000 coins. I think 5 is probably reasonable. It actually looks maybe more like 4.9. EA tax on 5 would be 250 coins. So if we go down to here, we make 50 coins a card, and here we make 150 coins a card. So there's quite a good room for profit there. They can go for a lot lower. We can make a couple K a card, and obviously you've got a nice selection here. If Mead shows up, I'm trying to think if they can show up as an 88. I don't know if they can, but you've definitely got the ability to get get Kelly and James on this one. So obviously it's worth sniping for those two. We can also do compare price. It seems like these two cards are sitting, so we're just looking for a 4.5 or anything less, and we are absolutely cooking. Obviously if we do get a 4.5, we can list it at 5k, see if we can make 250 coins a card, and if we can't, we'll just list that again at 4.9 and get it sold. Now of course, once again, if you don't have cards coming up, you can of course go over to the bidding side. I'm probably sniping at a bit of a bad time right now. It's like 9 o'clock where I am, and for this next one we're just going to look at base informs. Right now you can pick these up on bid for a lot better than it has been over the previous days. Obviously because there is now no SBCs requiring them specifically on a repeatable basis, these have dropped in price. So one, very good time to pick these up as an investment. It makes a ton of sense, and two, it is absolutely a good idea to get some bids on these, get some snipes on these. So 12,250 all the way down from like 15-16k, which they have been over the last few days. If we have a look at where we can find, it looks like 12,500 is a pretty fair price for them right now. If you can pick them up at 12 and get them sold around 13k, you've got a decent enough profit where you're getting away with a decent bit each time. So if you have a look here, they are going to sell pretty instantly. If we just research that there, as you can see, they're no longer there. So we'll just see if we can grab these. That was a poor snipe from me, but you can see they're going and they're coming very fast. So these are ones, especially with the forums and the likes of that, you really want to go as quickly as possible, see if you can get these snipes. As you can see, it is going to be a competitive market. There is going to be a lot of people going for these at this price, but it is definitely worth giving it a go. Now what you might want to do maybe is even go to 12,250 and pick these up at that price and then sell them on at 13k. As you can see, I'm apparently just not very good at sniping right now. We've got that one there, brilliant. We got 12,250. We can list that at 13k. EA tax on that is just over 600 coins, so very easily can make profit off that, or we can use it as an investment. And we're going to be looking for Spanish La Liga Santander, Liga F Barcelona players. So La Liga Santander, Liga F, potato. So this is the female La Liga, and you're looking for Barca. Obviously you've got an array of players here. We've got Mappy Leon, we've got Patrick Guerrero, we've got Bonmati there as well, you've got Patelas, you've got some absolute big dogs. Obviously if we can section out Patelas and Bonmati, you've got that option as well. So first of all, if we do the lower filter, you're looking way lower in terms of value. You've got Paredes here, and then you've got Mappy Leon and Gajero. Paredes and Gajero probably more coming up. Mappy Leon is currently in the promo team, so you can snipe these first of all off the bat. If we have a look along here, we've got these looking like you can get them for as low as like 6,000 coins, so there is definitely a lot cheaper available. If we go to 7.5 or 7.4, EA tax is going to mean that we'll make 200 coins a card selling them at 8k. Now obviously this works as a filter in itself, and this is going to make you a fair bit of profit initially, but what you can do is once you've spent a little bit of time on this one, you know, we can move over to just center mid, and then that's going to give you the Putellas and Bonmati filter. Now you can also on this one, of course, filter that out and change it over to specials. So if we go to specials for this one, you're going to have the likes of Gajero coming in there. You've also got Bonmati in her higher cards, Putellas in our high cards, and we can very easy filter out that Pajero. If we go as a minimum of 200,000 coins and a maximum of 300k, she's not going to come up. So then we go 520, and then we start finding our Bonmatis, where we could even do some compare price on these. We'd be looking at a little bit of a different pricing, but there is still the availability to do the snipes. Now for the next one, we have a couple options. We've got Premier League. We can go for Winter Wildcard, and we can have a look at some of the Winter Wildcards that we do have. Now finally, the updated price ranges. We can go Winter Wildcard and Premier League. For this one, you do have a few players like Mainu, like Onana, like Bowen, all very, very cheap. That Bowen is definitely a snipe. I think Bowen goes for at least 13k. So we're going to get that listed up for 13,000 coins if we just pop that down. Now look, 13k, obviously EA tax is going to be 650. So we've made like 600 coins there, which isn't too bad at all. And of course, you've got a couple cards that will be coming up like this. So you've got 12,750. As you can see, we've got a few of each one, but at these 11,750 prices, all of these are worth picking up. If I knock this down to 11,500, you will get some coming up, but absolutely not as many. So you can see the cards do have a higher value than this. We can do compare price here. It's obviously the lot. That would have been absolutely lovely. It's obviously the last promo. It obviously was a bit of a mud promo in terms of some of the card pricing, but it still definitely works. Now the next one, we're going to go Ultimate Team Heroes, CDM, and Premier League. You guys should know who this is going to be. Ramirez and Torre. Both of these cards have had a massive price drop, and there is absolute easy potential to get some big banger snipes here. At 300k, you've got the 2-3-4. Is that? Nah. Is that way? Am I bugging, or is that way under? Oh, we've just missed an insane snipe. Surely not. That would have been. So that would have been about what? 270. He probably goes for about 280. So EA tax on 280 is like 15k. So we would have made about 30k off of that. That is a crazy snipe that we've just missed. You know what? I'm missing too many snipes this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you use the filters, but I'm going to have to just give myself some rest because I am actually fuming about the snipes we've missed here. Make sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow.